Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and non-ladies and non-gentlemen, and everybody that chooses to watch this video. Today we're going to talk about hollow point ammunition recommendations. This is strictly from me watching ballistic videos and kind of gathering a lot of information based on, what kind of guns are being used, whether they're plus P, regular. A lot of different things kind of factor into my choices on this. So I guess I'll just do top 5 or 5 recommendations. And I want to say number 1 would be Federal HST specifically, not the HydroShock, not the Punch, but the HST. I'd recommend that. Typically, it's used by law enforcement in most jurisdictions. There's a lot that don't, obviously, that use gold or Spear Gold Dot, and Hornady from time to time. But number 1 would definitely be Federal for me. That's my main go-to. Number 2, I want to say, just based on some of the videos I've seen, is Buffalo Bore. They make some very strong ammunition in all calibers, except for the one video I saw of them doing 380. But even then, the creator of Buffalo Bore, the CEO, the head man, he said, like, hey, like, we make 380 hollow points because people ask for them, but we do not recommend you use them. So, straight out the horse's mouth, they're letting you know that, hey, if you're using like a small caliber in hollow point, you probably shouldn't use a hollow point. You probably use like a full metal jacket or fluid transfer monolithic round that's all copper on top. It doesn't expand. It just hits and keeps going. Yeah. Number 3, I would say Hornady. Whether or not you want to use critical duty or critical defense really just depends on your application of the ammunition. But me, I go critical defense and the 9mm, and I got critical duty in my 10mm. So, to each their own. Number 4, I would say probably Spear Gold Dot, because I've seen a lot of good results from them. Like, it wouldn't be on the top of my list to go to. Like, it's not one of the ones that I'm looking for sure, but it's definitely a quality round from what I've seen and the information I've gathered from the research and experiments done. Number 5, I definitely want to mention the Winchester, Ranger T series. Those are fucking beautiful. Honestly, if we're gonna be fair about it, I want to say that ties with number 1 for Federal, because I love the expansion. I love the black Talon look that it has. It's just not black. I really think it's a beautiful round, so that will tie with number 1. So I'm going to give you another number 5, and another one that I saw that I kind of liked. It's kind of hard because there's not a lot of good ones that I saw, but I guess this isn't really quite a hollow point as much, but it's a frangible made to break upon impact or insertion. So it's a Liberty Civil Defense. I believe it's the 50 grain 9mm plus P. I don't know. I think they only make it in 9mm and 45. They could make it in bigger calibers, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't gone that too far into researching that. That's definitely a good one that I've seen a lot of interesting results from. Now, honorable mention, I want to say, and I have a magazine or 2 filled with these. These are fluid transfer monoliths that they're by Underwood, and they're 68 grain 9mm. So they're made to penetrate hard barriers or objects like windshields, drywall. They don't deform, and they're supposed to give you the 12 to 18 inches of penetration after hitting hard barriers. Now, you can either do the Extreme Defender or the Extreme Penetrator, which is more like an outdoor application. You're in the woods, you might have to shoot through a tree or something, like something thick, like that, maybe wildlife, God forbid. So these are definitely things, and obviously these are just my opinions and the ones that I saw that I would probably carry the most. Like, I have Federal, and I have Hornady, and I have the Underwood monolithic fluid transfer monolithics, but I'm always looking to expand and get more. It's just some of these ammunitions you see online are not really available anymore because of controversial, opinions. The public court of opinion is all That's what matters right now. So, yeah, I would definitely do my research and figure out what kind of ballistics you want to be met. But these are just 5, 6, maybe plus an honorable mention, recommendations for people that don't really care too much, that just want to pay for something reliable. These are 5 to 6 reliable ones that are good. Now, remember, over penetration is a problem. So keep that in mind. If you want to get a gun that's willing to take down a bear, you got to make sure that when you shoot somebody, it doesn't hit anybody else on accident after going through the intended target. So, like I said, make sure you look for whatever ballistics you need to be met for your area, your situations in life. Not all of us live in the woods and not all of us live in the city. So, just be smart about it. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and protect yourself at all times.